Good morning, dear children. So today we'll start with the further part of separation of substances. Before that, I want you all to switch on your cameras first. Okay? Switch on your cameras first. Very good. So till now, what all things we have studied? Can you just revise it? What we have studied? Solid. Yes, separation of solid from liquid, solid from solid. Then separation of liquid from liquid. Yes, separation of liquid from liquid. Some methods we have studied, different methods we have studied. Which methods those are? Can you just tell me? Hand picking. Hand picking. Yes. Fast. Very good. Then condensation, evaporation, hand picking, threshing, winnowing, evaporation, loading, filtration, distillation. Very good. Yes? Filtration. Very good. So these are what some methods we have used to separate solid from liquid, liquid from liquid, and insoluble solid from the liquid. Okay. Now, today we'll see how drinking water is purified. Okay. How this drinking water is reached to your home. What methods are applied here in order to get pure drinking water? So, are you ready for this? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. So, first here is, I'll draw some diagram over here. This is what? River water. Yes. This is river water. Next one. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Yes. So here I have drawn some of the diagrams to make you understand, right? After this here, then here, next to this one, and this one. Okay. Now here you see, okay. So here what you are observing here, we are taking some of the containers where we can purify the water. So first is the river water or water from any water body such as lakes, ponds, then ocean. Okay, so these are big water bodies. From there, this water is taken into next tank. Okay, here in first step, the process of coagulation is done. Which process is done here? Coagulation. What is this coagulation? Here in coagulation, first step is the dirt particles and the solid particles are removed. First step is solid and dirt particles are removed. So the process of removal of solid and dirt particles from the water which has been collected in the container, that process we call it as a coagulation, right? So in first step, the unbroken solids or unbroken stones or the whatever impurities, unwanted waste material which is present in the water, it is removed. So that removal of dust or the dirt solid particles from this water, we call it as a coagulation. Okay. Now here we got that water. Next is this water is again transferred to the next container. This is first container. This is second container. Now here in this, the sedimentation process has been done. What is sedimentation process? What is sedimentation? What is sedimentation? Sedimentation is the process where the water is, once again, collected and deposited. Collected and deposited. In this, sedimentation and loading has been done when this water is collected in the second container. Sedimentation means what? The water is allowed or it is kept for some time so that the solid particles or the sand or the soil particles, they will remain or it will be settled down in this beaker, or you can see the big container. Okay, so in that big container, the sedimentation process has been done. Along with that, the loading. What is meant by loading? Loading is a process where alum is used. Alum is used to remove or to make these heavy particles to settle down of this water. Now here we got the layer of water and the layer of solid material or the solid particle, or you can see the soil or what solid particle. So both layers have been separated by the process of sedimentation and loading. Now in third tanker or in third container, decantation has been done. What is meant by decantation? Decantation means this water is taken in the next container without disturbing this solid or the soil particle which is present in the second tanker. Okay. Now here we got decantized water in this third tank. Okay. So here the water is decanted, then it is passed through filter for further purification. Here the filtration is done. Okay. Here some filter papers or the mesh net it is used, and this water is transferred in the next tanker where that water is filtered over in the fourth tanker. Okay. The water has been filtered after decantation of this water. Now this filter water is again what? It is transferred to the next tank, or you can see the next container. Okay, here I draw some containers. You will understand it easy. So here the purified water. Here what has been done? Here filtration. The fourth step is of filtration. So after filtration, we send it to the next container, that is fifth container. Okay. Finally, here this water is purified by adding chlorine. Okay, chlorine is called disinfectant. What it is called? Disinfectant. And here we are using chlorine. This removes small microorganisms, bacteria, and other killing microorganisms. Okay. So here in fifth tanker or in fifth container, yes. So here in fifth tanker, the disinfectants are those which are added in the water to kill or to remove microorganisms, bacteria which is present in that water. Here we are using chlorine disinfectant to kill that bacteria or to remove that microorganism. Then here we get what? The water which is useful for consumption, right? And then it is supplied to the homes, factories or industries for further use. So in this way, drinking water has been obtained from the river water. Once again I'll explain you. Did you understand this? Yes, ma'am. One second, I'll explain you once again. Okay. First one here, this is what? River water. This is what? River water. Can you drink that river water directly? Can you consume that river water directly? No, you cannot. It is impossible because it will harm your body. So in order to drink this water has been sent to many processes where that water is purified. So this river water is transferred in a first container. This is what first container and first tanker where the coagulation process has been done. So what is this coagulation process? Here the visible solid dust or dirt particles are removed. So that is what coagulation process. So in coagulation process, the visible dirt, solid or the dust particles are removed from the collected river water. Next, this water is transferred to the next tanker where their sedimentation and loading process has been done. Sedimentation and loading, what it means? Sedimentation is a process where the mixture of or the solution or the water is kept for some time. Why it is kept? In order to separate the layer of water and the layer of solid particles. Okay. And again here in this layer of water, some of soil or mud particles are present. So for that removal of mud or soil particles, loading has been done. In loading, the alum is used. Alum is a substance which stick with that soil or mud particles present in the water and makes it heavy, and later on it makes to settle down at the bottom of that water. Now this completely soil or the solid particles are separated from the water in the second step with the help of sedimentation and loading process. Now this water whichever we got here at the top, it is separated by the decantation process. So what is decantation process? Decantation process is the process where decantation process is a process where without disturbing this sediment, or you can say the solid particles, this top layer water is collected in the next tanker. Okay. So here the decantation process is done if the water is decanted. Next one, this decanted water is sent to the next tanker where the filtration process has been done with the help of any filters. Here filters, you can take the filter paper, but filter paper is small. In this case, many filters has been used to filtrate that decanted water. Next, this filtered water is sent to next tanker where here the disinfectant are used. Disinfectant, for example, here we are using chlorine. This chlorine here, when we add in this filtered water, that chlorine kills the bacteria or microorganisms present in the water, because this bacteria and microorganisms we cannot see by our naked eyes. Okay, so for that removal of this bacteria and microorganisms, disinfectants are used. Now whatever the water we got, it is supplied next to the taps, and from this taps we are getting water, that is drinking water. Understood? Understood about this, how to get the drinking water? Yes. Anybody is having doubt in this? No? Yes. Shall we go to next? Is it interesting or not? So how many process has been done in order to get a pure drinking water? Which all process has been done? Can you just revise it? Repeat it. No, 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 no. Here in this drinking water, which process has been done in order to get a pure drinking water? Which all methods we have seen in this now? Very good. Now we will see solubility of solutions. So what is the solubility of solution? Okay, to make you understand and draw some diagrams over here. I'll take one big glass. What is it? This is a glass, right? Okay. So in this glass, I'll take some water. In this water, I'll take how many spoons you want. I'll take 2 spoons of sugar or salt. I'll take this time salt because many times we have taken only sugar. Okay. So I'll add this salt in this. And stir it with the spoon or anything you can take. Stir it with a spoon or okay, stir it with a spoon or a stick, anything you can do. So what are things we have taken here? We have taken water plus salt. So we have taken water and salt in this. Now you just stir it well, mix it well. Now what you observe that here this salt, suppose this is the salt particle. After adding this salt in water, again it will break down. Okay, again these salt particles will break down into many salt particles. It will become very small salt particles. Suppose this is a one salt particle. When we add in this water, again it will break to make it very smaller. And these all salt particles, they are evenly distributed in this water. Now what you get here? Salty water you will get, because this salt it will completely dissolve in water, right? So this salt or the salt particles, after breaking, it will completely dissolve in a water, so that when you drink this water you feel very salt. That means you get here salty water. Now why I am teaching this is because here you can see the salt after mixing it with the water. You cannot see by your naked eyes. Why? Because the salt particles are completely dissolved in a water. Now here the three things you should remember is the mixture of water and salt. Here we got that mixture is called, first word, that is solution. What it is called? Solution. Solution is nothing but the mixture of water and salt. Solution is what? The mixture of salt and water. This is called solution. Next one, here you are observing again two terms, water and salt. Water is in more quantity here, right? So here water is called solvent. So what is water called? Water is called solvent. Next one. Next word is remaining salt. Here salt is called solute. What it is called? Solute. Now the three words you should remember here is solution, solvent and solute. Solution is what here? Solution is the mixture of salt and water. Now solvent here we have taken, that is water, and solute here is nothing but salt. So this is what the three terms you should remember. Yes, solvent is the term where it is present in a large quantity. So water here we have taken in large quantity. So that is why water here we call it as a solvent. Next one, solute. Solute here what it is? Salt. So salt here we are taking in a small quantity. So the substance we are taking in a larger quantity, that term we call it as a solvent. Here for example that is water. Next one is the substance which we are taking in a smaller quantity, that term we call it as a solute, and that here we are taking it as a salt. and over on a mixture of water and salt or the solvent and solute, that is called solution. Understood? Okay. Shall I write this? Okay. This overall process is called solubility. For example, here we have taken salt and water. Now again we take here two terms, soluble and insoluble. These all things we have studied, right? Do you remember what is meant by soluble and insoluble? What is soluble? Soluble, here I'll take some examples like, yes, salt, sugar, yes, very good. So the substance, some substances like salt, sugar, which will completely what? Dissolve in liquid. Such substances we call it as a soluble substances. Now what is insoluble? Some of substances like, yes, sawdust, sand, yes, chalk powder, which will not dissolve in liquid or in water. Such substances we call it as a insoluble substances or insoluble solutions. Here soluble solutions. Now here one more word you should remember is solubility. What is meant by solubility? Solubility is the ability of the substance, that is we call solute, which dissolve completely in solvent. Yes, this is called solubility. So what is meant by solubility? The ability of the substance which will completely dissolve in a solvent. Such solution we call it as, or such process we call it as a solubility. Understood? Yes. Okay. So solubility is the ability of the substance that is called solute, which will completely dissolve in a solvent to form a solution. That is called solubility. Insoluble means substance which will not dissolve in water. And soluble means which will completely dissolve in water. The substance which will completely dissolve in water. So these three terms you should remember. They may come in exam also. Now we will see what is saturated and unsaturated solution. Now here I take again one second. I take one beaker. I'm having water. is this? This is beaker. Okay, here I am taking water. In this water, now I'll add 1 teaspoon of sugar. What I'm adding? I'm adding 1 teaspoon of sugar. Will it dissolve in this water completely? No, ma'am. Sugar will not dissolve in water. Yes, sugar will completely dissolve in water. Now I will take 2 spoon of sugar. After adding one teaspoon of sugar, again I will add 2 teaspoon of sugar. Now will it dissolve? Yes, it will dissolve. Now I will take 3 spoon of sugar. Again after adding 2 teaspoon, again 3 more teaspoons I will add. Will it dissolve? Dissolve, yes. Yes, it will dissolve. Now I will go on adding. Finally, I will take 7 spoon of sugar. Now will it dissolve? No. It will dissolve because we have taken much amount of water, right? Now again I go on adding. Now I will take 40 spoon of sugar. 40 spoon of sugar. Will it dissolve? No, it will not dissolve. Some of the sugar will remain as it is in this water because this water it has lost its ability to dissolve this more teaspoons of sugar. This water starting what we have taken 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoon, 3 teaspoon, 4 teaspoon, 7, 10, 9, 11, 12. Till what? 40. So till 39 it dissolved completely. Right? Till 39 it dissolved completely. Again after that we have taken 40 teaspoon of sugar. Now what happened in this case? This water it will lose its ability to dissolve that water. Forget about this. I'll give an example. Okay, do you like pav bhaji? Pav bhaji. Pav bhaji is your favorite food, right? This is your favorite now. Okay. Starting. Okay. Initially, what I'll do? I'll give you 2 pav to eat. Will you eat it? Will you have pav? Yes. Again, after that, one more pav I'll give. So that will you have it after 2 pav? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now I'll give you 3 pavs. Will you have it? Will you have it? Yes. Okay. Now totally how many pavs you have eaten? 5 pavs. Okay. Now after having 5 pavs, I'll give you again 7 pavs at a time. 7 pav. Now will you eat it these 7 pavs? No, because your stomach has become full. You cannot eat that 7 pavs after having 5 more pavs. Yes? So you lost your ability, you lost your capacity to have this pav. Am I right? Yes, ma'am. So like that, this water also lost its ability to dissolve this 40 teaspoon of sugar. Now at least you understood. Yes. So this whatever solution where this 40 teaspoon of sugar we have added, where this water has not dissolved in it, such solutions we call it as a saturated solution. What it is called? Saturated solution. Okay. In saturated solution, there will be more amount of solute present. Here solvent is water and solute is sugar, right? Here we have added more sugar, means the quantity of what? Solute is more than the quantity of what? Solvent. So such solutions where the quantity of solute, that means sugar, is more than the quantity of solvent, that is water. Such solutions we call them as a saturated solution. Understood? Yes, ma'am. Anybody is having doubt? The solution which cannot dissolve, again more amount of solute in it. This solution, again if we add 40 more spoon of sugar, it will not dissolve. It will remain as it is. The sugar will remain as it is. So such kind of solution we call it as a saturated solution. Now next one is, what we will do is, for this solution, I'll supply heat where here 60 spoons of sugar is present in this saturated solution. Okay, this is saturated solution where the amount of solute is more than the amount of solvent. Now what we have to do is, I'll just supply heat to this solution. What you observe? You observe that this, whatever sugar is present in it, it will completely dissolve only when after supply of heat. So here we are applying external pressure, that means we are applying temperature. Okay, because of this temperature, the whatever molecules of sugar is present in this water, it will also completely dissolve, so that this solution will become now unsaturated solution. So which kind of solution it has become now? Unsaturated solution. When it became unsaturated solution? When means the saturated solution we have taken. To that saturated solution, we have supplied some of heat. Means we increase the temperature of this solution by supplying the heat. So as and when this heat is supplied to the solution, that sugar particles which are present in more amount in the solution, it will completely dissolve, so that the solution whichever we get after this, that is nothing but unsaturated solution. Understood? Saturated solution and unsaturated solution. Yes, ma'am. Anybody is having doubt? No, ma'am. So here, for making this saturated solution, for making this unsaturated solution, what we require here? Sugar. Here we have taken saturated solution. To make that unsaturated, to make this unsaturated, what we have taken for this? What we have taken extra thing? Heat, yes. Because of this heat, as we supply this heat, the temperature of this solution will become increase. so that the sugar will dissolve more to make it unsaturated solution. I hope till here no one has doubt. Shall we wind up the class? Okay.